we have to talk a little bit the rallies that happened in the UK that are happening in London and all the stuff that is happening. Let me show you now how the AI, at least when it comes to Google search engines, has failed. In 3, 2, 1. So I'm Googling UK rallies and I'm getting British Rally Championship. Really? So I'm going to read it at this point. The British Rally Championship is a series based in the United Kingdom. The first championship was run in 1958. Thank you for the relevancy. Oh, that was fantastic. That was great. Man, we really have a long way to go before we get to interplanetary travel. Am I right? No, we're not going to talk about the British Rally Championship. That doesn't matter how flattering that could be as a topic. We're going to talk about tens of thousands that are marching in London. England belongs to the English is what I think about it. Top stories. Tens of thousands march in London in far-right and pro-Palestine protests. Look at this far-right Toyota. It's disgusting. With the whole far-right situation whereby you don't even, like, the people that use the term far-right these days, I don't think they have the ability, the cognitive capability to just say right without far. Test them. I'm going to get one of these journalists. You can tell I'm sleep deprived, am I right? Well, this is just nothing. You've seen nothing. We're going to get a lot of misclicks today. It's going to be phenomenal. Anyways, what I was saying is, I'm going to interview one of these journalists, right? And I'm going to sit down with them and I'm going to say, repeat after me. And she's going to be like, okay. And I'll say, left. And they'll say, left. And then I'll say, right. And they'll say, far right. I'll tell them, no, right. Yeah, far right. That's what I said. That's where we're at. It's exactly what it is. From the Independent, we got Tommy Robinson, March latest. Police arrests dozens as tens of thousands join rival London protests. And I imagine that the two factions are going to be correctly represented. Am I right? For some reasons, I can't pause this. Here, no freedom for me. Okay, great. So 31 arrested as officers. Well, then again, let me read that again. 31 arrested as officers tackle unprecedented security operation. But if this is unprecedented, which it is, by the way, I agree. There's a lot of people that are pissed. Starmer. Starmer, resign, you traitor, you puppet. 31 is actually not that bad. I'm going to be honest. Because if these are... Let's use reason and logic for a second. I know. Very rare these days. If there are, 80,000 people on the streets. I don't know. There is a lot of people on the streets of London these days. If there are tens and tens and tens of thousands, and these are all violent, far-right extremists, hateful, divisive, a threat to democracy, right? How is it that you're only arresting 31? It's either you have the most incompetent police force ever seen in the history of mankind, because as far as I know, they have deployed 40,000 officers plus armored vehicles. So again, you've got tens of thousands of monsters of the worst kind of hooligan bunch of losers, nothing like children, child's play in comparison. But you only arrest 31, so you're incompetent. Or maybe these are not tens and tens of thousands of violent far-right extremists now, are they? I'm sure that there are some. No one is denying the existence of the hard right. But I mean, logically speaking, there is a little bit of problem in here. We've got a bunch of, Make England Great Again. And let's continue. Police have arrested dozens of people across their operation for Tommy Robinson's Unite the Kingdom march and a pro-Palestine rally in London. The Metropolitan Police said, open quotes, there have so far been 31 arrests across the whole operation, close quotes. However, the force said that while this may seem high, no it doesn't, that protests have proceeded largely without significant incident, close quotes. What? Has Starmer lied to me? No, he wouldn't dare, would he? Because he said, wait. I need to double check now because I don't like being lied to, do you? Oh, I've got a post here. So Starmer told me directly, just me, this is for me. He posted this for me, yours truly. And he said, today the voices of division will be loud. They don't speak for the country I know. He's right about that. I'll comment on it later. One that belongs to all of us. That's our Britain, a Britain worth fighting for. I love it. Congratulations to ChatGPT. It did a very good job, definitely a better job than whatever Google Gemini did for me when I tried to click for rallies. Thank you, ChatGPT. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But here's the thing, you puppet, you traitor. The patriots that are on the streets of London today are the real, true descendants of the British Empire. You, however, are not. And the country you know is the United Caliphate. And you're bending the knee and you care nothing for the true patriots of England and the people of England and the people of Britain, in fact, Great Britain. That's a reality. Step down. Step down. Nobody likes you. As far as I know, not even the left likes him anymore. Am I right? You're saying, make Britain great again. Right, but mbaga doesn't sound great. So that's why I was saying maybe make England great again, because you can say mega. Mbaga is not a great... I'm not saying... No disrespect for you, David. 1988. Youngster, by the way, compared to me. I am 4 years older than Matt Walsh. Let that sink in. If you appreciate my content so far and wish to help ensure my ability to continue to tell it how it is, regardless of any possible backlash, please support this channel on Patreon. Any support helps me and my team of academics keep the channel strong and gives us the means to fight back against the political rewriting of history. He won't step down, sadly. It doesn't matter. This is the last time Labour is ever going to be in power ever again. That's what I think. But let's continue the article because it is enlightening. The Metropolitan Police said there have been so far 31 arrests across the whole operation. However, the force said that while we read that earlier in the day, it cited a variety of offences for the arrests. You know, in Great Britain right now, a variety of offences could be: I disagree. I love Jesus, and this is the Union Jack flag. Probably these are absolutely, and hate speech. Don't forget the nonsense that hate speech is. So a variety of offences, sorry, but if this comes from any source that has to do with the current United Kingdom, I don't trust it. As officers have been preparing for an unprecedented security operation to avoid clashes between the two marches. Well, yeah, of course, these people hate each other. Absolutely. Police estimate about 80,000 people had attended the marches with thousands of football fans based. Also in the capital for the FA Cup final at Wednesday Stadium, and making it one of the busiest police days in years. Well, of course, I hope that everything... let me just say this, because I love bringing up sarcasm and whatnot, but then people say that Metatron is a bloodthirsty vampire. Ventru, in which case, okay? Vampire the Masquerade. If we're gonna go down that route, I'm a Ventru. No, obviously. I hope no one gets hurt, but I do absolutely hope that the voices of the English and the British in general at large, I say English first because it's in London. If this were in Edinburgh, we'd use a different prioritization. And I hope that they are heard, and I hope that change comes to be. Because what has been happening in Great Britain, and in fact at large in Europe, is disconcerting, where the local native population has been treated like they don't belong, while waves and waves of immigrants keep entering like a flood. It's not acceptable. This is not acceptable. And while they demonize everything that has to do with Western culture and our history and our roots, absolutely not. So yeah, make your voice heard. I just hope that nobody gets hurt. This is what I'm going to say. Let's continue. Tens of thousands of pro-Palestine protesters are demonstrating through central London as they mark Nakba Day. Nakba, I don't know what that is. Many carry placards bearing slogans such as "Nurse Not Nukes," "Free Palestine," and "Stop Arming Israel." In the Tommy Robinson camp, herds of protesters set off from Kingsway decked in Union flags, that's based, while others carried the flag of opposition to the Iranian regime. Wait, the flag of opposition to... Oh, I see, the one with the ancient symbol, which I think it's a much better looking flag, if you ask me. Let's continue. In the Tommy Robinson Cup, yeah, we read it. There were loud chants insulting Sir Keir Starmer. Oh no! That's hate speech, right? That's hate speech. So if they insult Starmer, or worse, if they disagree with Islam, then shouldn't the police get involved? Isn't that the right thing to do? You know how we often ask... One moment. Thank you. You know how we often ask, what would Jesus do? I think when it comes to Starmer, he should ask, what would Benito Mussolini do? That's what he should ask. Flag with Persian lion. Yeah, you're right. What would Benito do? You know what? I'm gonna give you an impression of Benito Mussolini dedicated to Starmer. So here is the impression. You ready? From the balcony in Rome. Mussolini. Cittadini italiani, la dichiarazione di guerra è già stata consegnata agli ambasciatori di Gran Bretagna e di Francia. Vincere! How do you like that? What's funny is that you could tell me, but Metatron, why did you have to do the impression? Couldn't you show us the actual real clip of Benito Mussolini from the balcony? And the answer is no, because it gets copy-claimed, which begs the question, who the heck is copy-claiming Benito Mussolini's speeches? The fascists? No, I mean it. Who is it? Is Giovanni Gentile? Did he actually never die? Maybe he's there claiming my videos? Because that's what happened. Who on earth is claiming Mussolini's speeches? You know what it could be? Maybe it's Hitler from Argentina. He actually never did the all self-deletion thing. He went to Argentina. He's still alive. He's smoking a cigar. He's watching TV. And he's laughing his head off when he hears that modern liberals would rather vote for him than for Trump. True case, by the way. This absolutely happened. There is this discussion on X between a liberal woman and a MAGA guy, and they're talking, and the MAGA guy, well, you wouldn't vote for Hitler over Trump, would you? And she's like, actually, yeah, I would. Okay. Hitler would be proud. I mean, at the end of the day, he would probably love the politics, the EI, racial discrimination, just treat one group better than the rest. Show it, please. I'll have to see what I find. I'll look for it. I'll look for it. I'll see if I can find it, my friend. I'll look if I can find it, but let's go. Many protesters were wearing Make England Great Again. I told you it wasn't gonna be MAGA. Almost sounds Arabic. I told you it was gonna be mega. Red hats and other draped themselves in Union flags. Right, but come on with the red. I will never stop complaining. Red is the commies. It annoys me profusely that red is the right wing in America. So, and that's me. Mega Man. So, Mega Man. Tommy Robinson is Mega Man. Mega Man 2 or Mega Man 1? Let me read the key points. Police have made 31 arrests across London protests. Correct. Tommy Robinson's march is spreading hate and division. Note how they are only condemning one side. But what about, because there is going to be... Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize. I'll say, guys, I was wrong. But there is going to be a bunch of Muslims with the machetes. It's going to happen. That's definitely spreading the division. The division on the left side of your body from the right side of your body. That's what it's spreading. They're never going to say it, is it? 2 men attending Tommy Robinson rally arrested at Euston over incident in Birmingham. I do not understand that. CPS will not hesitate to prosecute hate speech. Oh, they said it. Okay, so if any of you, I didn't even know they had CPS. I don't know. If any of you on Reddit was going to say Metatron is making it all up, he's a liar. There's no prosecution of hate speech. Well, what is this then? What is this? What a victory for me. Let's go. Tens of thousands joined rival marches in London. Let's see what Susan is going to tell us. Susan, that's... Okay, let's have a look at it. You know what? Let's have a look at this picture. What have we got? We got Union Jack based. The English flag, St. George based. That's the Iranian ancient flag. Irrelevant, I would say. I mean, I don't know why it's there, but if you really want to, whatever. I see an Irish flag on the right. Splendid. Is that a Greek flag? I mean, with all this, normally I would say irrelevant, but after all the Greeks had to do and deal with when it comes to Nolan, I'm going to say, you know what, brother? Fly the flag. Fly the flag everywhere. I don't even care. It's fine. You probably need professional help anyways after what you had to endure with Nolan. Am I right? So the Greek flag gets a pass. People kept saying, okay, so this section of the screen over here, I see some white and blue. So is that another Greek flag, but it's just moving weird? Or is that a flag of Israel? Of course, if it's a flag of Israel, I would say irrelevant, since this is about England, the United Kingdom that doesn't want to become the United Caliphate. So I'm not quite sure about that, but I can't see it well. So for what I see... Oh, and by the way, what the heck is this flag? The black and red? Can you tell me, guys, in chat? Because I haven't got a clue. I have no idea. Metatron King Richard was at the rally. Please look at. I'll look it up for sure. Susan is English for Karen. Man, I knew you guys would have made my day. Hopefully, it's the flag for the English city of Durham. I did not know that. Thank you. Italy had a diversity event today. Really, what did Meloni have to say? Okay, so let me see a couple more things about this. Protesters attended the United Kingdom March gathered in Kingsway. Yeah, we know that. They told us about the mega. Oh, the chanting. So many could be seen waving Union flags, with some wearing Make England Great Again red hats. Chants of, open quotes, "We want Starmer out," close quotes, could also be heard. Yeah, I agree with those chants, 100%. I think what are his approval rates in England, in Great Britain? I keep saying England. In Great Britain, what are his approval rates? I'm really curious. Hi, Metro. Maybe you can check out my message in chat. Can write it here because it's being blocked. Makariv, in which chat? Maybe write it on Twitch or Rumble. I know Rumble doesn't block anything, so that way I can see. Because right now it's a little difficult. This chat is kind of busy, my friend. I mean, no disrespect, of course. Yeah. Historically low. 20%, 20%, not even his wife approve. Oh, goodness gracious, I don't know about the wife, but man, 20%. Yeah, I mean, you should, if you go below that percentage, you should really resign and give it to the vice until there is the new, whatever. It's the will of the people, right? Police have put up barriers to block routes between the two protests, which is fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is arresting people for hate speech. That's what I have a problem with. But the barriers to avoid the violence, that's fine. Alongside Robinson, whose real name is Stephen, I did not know that, speakers at the rally included former LBC presenter Katie Hopkins, actor-turned-politician Lawrence Fox, and TV personality Ant Middleton. Robinson called for crowds to get involved in politics, including by registering to vote and joining a political party. That's fine. And by the way, let me say this, because the other day I had a conversation online with Carl Benjamin, and we were talking about this. The fact that if you think, and believe it or not, I had this conversation with a left-wing friend of mine as well, famous person, but I'm not going to say it. Just keep it private for now. We had this conversation, and they both had the same idea. So if Carl Benjamin and a left guy have the same idea, and they're both from the British Isles, I think it's probably true, right? And what they were saying is this. If we see in Great Britain a stronger call for people to vote for the hard right, even people who used to be centrists, so people who were moderately conservative, and now they are en masse voting for the extreme end of the spectrum. You have Starmer to blame for, because this is something that we see happening, and you don't need a degree in political science to recognize this. That when one side goes nuts, the other side gains popular votes. And oftentimes, when change is required, it is the extremes that bring up the change. Because the moderate, by the people, are not seen as strongly enough as a form of opposition to the nonsense. And they both agreed with that. That's what they said. Like, literally, that's what it is. Musk gave a video address at the previous United... Oh, I remember that. Maybe, do you think he's going to do it again? Women against the far right, they say, yeah, it's always the same thing. Far right, far right, far right. Free Palestine. Bro, you're in England. You should do Free England first. The separate pro-Palestinian march marking NABCA Day stated in Kensington before heading to Waterloo Place via Piccadilly. Well, it is kind of a circus, so maybe they'll go there when it comes to, arresting people. Nakba Day refers to the displacement of Palestinians who fled or were driven from their homes during the war surrounding Israel's creation in 1948 to 1949. So it's not even an addressing to what is happening now. It's talking about something that happened before. It goes without saying, any innocent that that loses family members, that have to deal with extreme poverty, that lose their houses, that get displaced, it's awful, and it really makes my heart ache. And I, differently from a lot of people, I don't make this genetic, I don't make it racial. To me, it doesn't care if it's an Israeli child who died, or it's a Christian child who died, or it's a Muslim child who died, or it's a Palestinian child who died. It's a child. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. Right now, I think England and Great Britain in general kind of needs to get things under control when it comes to the way speech is literally gone, because remember that freedom of speech is one of the first things that goes when you have the establishment of authoritarian regimes, just like the ones we had to deal with in the 20th century with both Italy with the fascists, Germany with the Austrian Painters Fan Club, and the rest, meaning USSR under Stalin. 100 million deaths. So there is that. Demonstrators expressed, and then I'll read the super chats, thank you for the support. Demonstrators expressed a wide range of views to the BBC. Oh, don't do that. Why would you do that? It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. With many describing themselves as both anti-genocide and anti-fascist. But you don't know what genocide means, the legal definition, so you just use it improperly. And same for fascism, by the way. A number of protesters said they were conscious that some Jewish people reported feeling intimidated by such marches, but said they abhorred anti-Semitism and there was no place for it at the march. Right, but then again, anti-Semite is now a word that has been used the same way that the word racist has been used, meaning I don't want to buy this DVD because I'm not into rap. Are you racist? Before you say, why are you making up scenarios? No, this happened to me and my wife when we were walking in New York, such an inclusive and diverse place. And we were in New York, there was this guy with this CD, his own CD, and he's like, buy my CD. I'm like, thank you very much, but we're not interested. You know me, I'm extremely polite. Thank you so much, all the best of luck to you, but we're not interested. And he said, why do you have to be racist? Black guy, okay? So that's the same thing with anti-Semite. Criticism of a government or political choices, policy, including international policies and war, is not anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism is attacking people because they are Semites. Semites meaning, by the way, of course that's the Jews, but it's also Arabs, for instance. Like the Semitic group is actually larger. It's not just the Jews. Any country can be criticized. All of them. That's just how it is. And so there is that. I'm going to be honest with you. For a moment, I thought there was an L missing here. For a moment, I thought there was an L missing here. Flags and signs reading slogans, including smash the far right. Yeah, oh, wow, so stunning and brave. Could be seen amongst those gathered, many of whom were wearing whatever this is, keffiyeh, seen as a symbol of solidarity with Palestinians. All right. Better tomorrow. And if I lived in the UK, by the way, probably I'd have the agents at the door. So rallies, and do not give me British Rally Championship. British Rally Championship, I swear. And so this one says 50,000 attendees, but it's 10 hours ago, so no, it's definitely more than that. Good guys, bad guys, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, Tommy Robinson himself. I don't know if this is it's a real picture of what's happening right now. You'll have to tell me that, but hey, he has a point. Let's see. I don't know what that is. More Toby Robinson. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Look at this far-right grammar. Oh, that's danger. Right there. That's danger. That is absolutely danger. And the people that complain about this little child dressed and wrapped in the flag of his own country, right? The people that complain about this and say this is mental manipulation and indoctrination have zero problems with this flag being the LGBTQ plus the transgender flag all mixed into one. They have no problems with that. That's not indoctrination. That's fine. But this one, oh, this is awful. Well, here's the reality. I have zero problems with this child being wrapped in the flag of his country because the only thing that that's going to do is make him patriotic about his own country. And a certain level of patriotism, without going into the insane levels, but a certain level of patriotism is fine. It's good and it's welcome. The problem I have is when you use the other flags, because those flags could lead this child to get hormone blockers and mutilation. So, yeah, that's the kind of flag I don't want to see him wrapped in until it becomes a her. Does that make sense, or am I being a bigot? Should I say, does that make sense, and am I being a bigot? Because, I mean, the two things are not mutually exclusive these days, is it? Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. There he is. There he is. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. It's a bit too late now, isn't it? This is the most common boy name in the United Kingdom. And I double-checked this. It's not George. It's not Stephen. It's not Arthur or Alfred. Is this the most common name in the United Kingdom? Yeah. Look at this, man. You know, he's got drip. I'll give him that. He's got drip. Okay, cool stuff. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Look at this. It looks, of course, a lot of stuff. Not this one, I'm not saying, but I'm sure there are a lot of stuff is going to be AI generated. We're going to see stuff that it's like, you can't believe anything. Like, you do understand this. And AI fools me too. I'm not going to say. Sometimes my haters are like, oh, look, Metatron fell for this picture. Yeah, I did. Fine. It's not a big deal. Like, it happens because it's actually well made. We are far from Will Smith eating spaghetti with his hands, which is fine as long as he doesn't break them. Fine. But I mean, it's crazy. Like, it's not easy these days. It's very well made. Of course, if I see 6 fingers, but yeah, it is what it is. That's a lot of people.